Good morning. I hope that you can rejoin me again. I thought that I was going to be so um, tacky and be able to go live um, on YouTube as well as on here, and I couldn't figure out how to not have both voices playing to me back and forth. So um, I guess I have a whole lot more to learn. Anyway, here we are back in the Zoom link. And let's make sure it's recordings. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be 21 days of mindful mornings, and the replay will get posted for everyone. And so really what this is I simply am letting you share my morning study time with me on how I study and the way that I've studied that's been the most helpful to me. And so it's going to be a 21 days. However, on this is Tuesday and then Wednesday and then Thursday. Thursday we will be flying back to Alberta, so I won't be doing one on Thursday. And this is a special piece that I would do for as a perk or a gift for those that I was studying with in a deeper format in either the inner circle or at my retreats. And I told Katie that, and maybe I've told others that have been studying with me too, that for what it cost me to do this, that you couldn't pay me to do it. And so it needed to be a gift because it it feels like, I have these people watching me from all over the planet basically that I don't know who they are and I don't know what their um I don't know, it just feels like so exposing. And so I decided to do it as a gift because you can't give a gift and then put a price tag on it. There's something that's behind the gift that has more value than the gift itself. And so I um have opened this up for anybody to be able to watch. And thank you to those of you who were at the last retreat that agreed to make this a broader span where more people could get the benefit. And the oils that I'm using now in my when I'm doing my personal studies is rose and Northern Lights black spruce. And so if you have those oils, I suggest that you use them. And there's a specific reason why I use these two oils in combination. And I know I've talked about them before. And um, let's talk a little about them here now. And before I do that, I'll let you know that these morning studies will be anywhere from, I don't know, 7 minutes to 15 minutes, depending on what I'm studying, what I'm pondering, and the thought that I'm going over. I'm going to be using this little Yes book, the little gold book of Yes Attitude by Jeffrey Gadamer. And this book has been very powerful for me in helping me to understand more of what my attitude is. Like our attitude is a composite of our thoughts and our feelings and our actions. And so, what does that really mean? What does that really mean? And it's really helped me to understand that. And I refer to it and I go to it a lot. And so, in this morning study, we will be using the oil. I will be using this book and the oils of rose and Northern Lights black spruce. And rose is, um, well, first of all, these oils are the two oils that are the highest frequencies. And rose oil has a very unique property. It's I I was introduced to it as a communication oil, because it's a communication oil, because it's a heart oil. It helps to connect people at the heart. And one of the reasons it does that is because it helps us to get over the fear of intimacy. And so intimacy really means into me see. And so when we get over that fear of letting somebody look in on us, of seeing the real person, of seeing who we really are, of forgetting of who we think we are, who we think we aren't, and really allowing ourselves to simply know that we're connected to everything and all things. And so whatever we're putting out there is what we're going to get back. And so the fear of intimacy is a communication oil, it's a connection oil, it's a relationship oil. And the thing that we need to be, or that I realized that I needed to be in relationship with more than anything else, was the alignment of my conscious mind, my subconscious mind, and my heart. The alignment of me, myself, and I, and really knowing who I was and accepting exactly that, and knowing that whatever it is that I wanted to do or to be or to achieve, that was mine, for just simply stepping into action to claim it. And so another thing that rose oil does is it helps us. Well, I think it talks about it helping to get to the other side of disintegration. And so what is disintegration? It's like disintegration. It's not being integrated. When we think about something disintegrating, we think about it, breaking down into little pieces and being useless. And so if we're in pieces, if we're not connected, if we're not united, if we're not aligned, then that's what it's going to be like. We're going to be disintegrated. So the goal is to be integrated, to integrate our thinking, our feelings, our actions in relationship to the goal that we desire to achieve. And then Northern Lights Black Spruce is, it's known as the frankincense of the North, and it's anointed with the energy of the heavens, is what I call it. It's anointed with the energy of the heavens. And in the harshest of conditions, it gets that energy from the Northern Lights to be able to withstand anything, and to not only survive, to thrive in the most difficult situations. And it has that energy, it has that frequency of helping us not survive. This isn't about survival. This is about giving our very best, becoming our very best. This is about thriving regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the situation. And so that's what attitude is. And that's just what this little Yes Book of Attitude. And so it starts out when you open the cover, it says, you become what you think about all day long. And so this is the goal, is to integrate our thoughts and to think about what it is that we want to think about. And on the next page, Jeffrey says, it's your thoughts behind the words you speak that create your attitude. And then you open the cover and it says, positive attitude is defined as the way you dedicate yourself to the way you think. So this whole 21 days that we're going to be together is we're going to be dedicating ourselves. I'm going to be dedicating myself. You're going to be dedicating yourself to the way that you think. And so we're going to be thinking a lot about what we're thinking about, and then guiding our thoughts in the direction of how we want to think and the way we want that to transfer into our life, and noticing the thoughts, and then being able to replace it with something that's going to help us achieve whatever our goal is. So thank you so much for showing up with me here today, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Bye for now.